If you are new to meme coin trading, you are going to learn so much in this video to learning how to become an efficient meme coin trader and make tens of thousands of dollars per month. I know in this day and age, it's very hard to keep your attention span, but if you can't even watch this 15-minute video on how I'm going to teach you guys the tools you need to be able to meme coin trade efficiently, you're not going to be able to make it, guys. So if you are very serious about becoming a meme coin trader and you want to know how to do it efficiently, I suggest you watch all the way through, guys. I know it's going to be hard, but just bear with me. So let's get this straight out of the way right off the bat, guys. If you are new to meme coin trading, you need a platform to trade on. I suggest you get Axiom Pro right now. I've got a referral link in the description down below where you can join that straight away and get fees off. Join that straight away, get involved, because this is going to be your best tool that you can possibly use to get into meme coin trading. You can use vanilla methods on other websites, that's fine. If you want to do that, you're more than open to. Axiom makes things a lot simpler, a lot easier, and I've been using it a lot lately and it's made my meme coin trading game absolutely explode. I'm going to show you guys the simplest way to use Axiom as well right now. So I'll lead you throughout the whole process, right? I'll do that fairly quickly because I did do that in last video. So if you want to check out my first video on meme coin trading, I'll link that in the description down below as well. So you can watch that first before this next one. But I'm just going to go over a lot of key points when it comes to meme coin trading, guys, because there's so much to actually tell you guys, and I'm going to try and condense it in this shortish type of video and let you guys know about it. Before we go any further, guys, if you're someone who's not right into this and you want to get the updates on the fly, right, without actually actively trenching, maybe you're into jobs, just join my free Telegram in the links down below in the description as always. And of course, we have our Discord group that I've just dropped. So if that's something that you're really interested in getting involved with, make sure you join the Discord as well, because that's going to be somewhere we're actively doing this every day, because we're doing this actively every day in our Telegram, but we're just going to go into more depth in the Discord group. So if that's your thing as well, I've just dropped that. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. This is the Discover page on Axiom Pro, where you'll find basically trending coins that have been going wild in the Solana world, right? So you've got Bonkyo, which we will be speaking about in a second here. You'll find out why very shortly. Just a bunch of trending coins, right? This is the Discover page. You can also check Surge, ones that are surging, getting a lot of interest, right? Deck Screener here, which is basically just your deck screener inbuilt into Axiom. So as you can see, this is a lot more advanced. This is basically your standard deck screener page that you would get just going on deck screener here like I am, right? So Axiom has all these different kind of sectors, and you've got Pulse, which we will be speaking about a lot in a second here. You've got trackers, wallet trackers, your portfolio. You can do things a lot easier like that, right? The most important section you have here on Axiom and finding these coins is Pulse. Before we go any further, guys, this is the same type of methods, although we did find this vanillally. So this was without Axiom, but that was back in the day older, right? So it's become a lot easier to find these types of coins with Axiom. We found All Will Retire at 100K market cap. We found Bonkyo at 200K market cap. This was actually found by one of my members in my TG that has been there for a very, very long time, and he's great at trading now. He's actually upped his game massively. And we've got DJI 6930, which is the classic here, right? This is one that was found at about 2 mil market cap in our Telegram as well. So people found these nice and early, and we're here to find the next runners potentially that are like this, right? First of all, I'm going to get so many important key elements out of the way before anyone else starts talking garbage. You see a lot of these videos, people don't actually lay down the law and tell you guys what you really need to know. The Pulse section on Axiom is going to be your best friend for finding these coins, right? So you've got new pairs, final stretch, migrated, which means this is almost migrated, and migrated means they've migrated and got the liquidity given to them and everything like that. You don't need to understand that, right? Basically, that will come with time. I don't have the time to really kind of explain to you what migration is and all that kind of stuff. Under the new pairs section, this is where you find very, very small micro cap runners, and you can get good at trading these micro cap runners and getting 2, 3 to 5x very quickly and getting out. That's one avenue we're about to explore soon. Final stretch, it's good to find some coins that have a bit more traction and they're a bit more of a longer term hold. And by longer term hold, I mean half an hour to an hour. Like that's the type of trading that's in these coins. And in the migrated section, this is where the big time runners have come. and they've migrated. So they're proven runners, and a lot of these obviously do die out, but some of these have strong enough potential to actually run even further, right? And go into those Dodge, AWR type of categories. So that's our job there as well. What I want to make very clear, guys, the key to meme coin trading, and no one seems to reiterate this point a lot, is volume. Volume is the most important single metric that you guys can go off. So we're going to talk about how to identify meme coins that have kind of rug potential as well. That's all very important, like the whole analyzation and checking of the coin in general, right? But the one key element that people always glaze over is the fact that it needs volume. If there's no volume, there's no interest. Volume means interest, which in turn means demand, which means the price goes up, which is exactly what we want to be able to cash out more money than we invested, right? Here, I'm going to give you guys some important filters for the new pairs. First of all, go to metrics here. Here are some of my new filters that I've been using and I've been finding a lot of success. So volume 12,000. Now make no mistake, guys, 12,000 volume isn't much at all. But when you're talking about these low market cap runners, these very, very brand new pairs, $12,000 shows you that there's a lot of interest. So you can change this to 10,000 to 15,000, build your own kind of trading and what works for you, right? But at the moment, this has been working for me about $12,000 in volume because there's a little bit of interest there, that means, right? Anything less or less than 5,000, 7,000, there's zero interest, right? So the chance that it pumps is very low. Can they still pump? Absolutely. But we're here to find the best of the best, ones that have potential to pump. And market cap 7,500. I used to have this at 5K. I've found that I get rid of a lot of shitters just by putting 7,500 because a lot of the crap ones always rug around that 5K region. I think a lot of people set their pairs up to $5,000 market cap minimum, but 7,500 works a lot better in my opinion. What you get here is a bunch of coins that people have made recently, right? And you can see where they were released by hovering over here. Bonk, bonk. The bonk narrative's extremely hot right now, and this has taken over all the volume in the space, and that's why the bonk narrative is still alive and hot, and we'll be speaking about that in a second. Step number one's out of the way, the volume thing, you understand that. Volume is interest. The higher the volume, always the better, right? Even if it's a volume bot, it shows you that they're putting a bit of money into the project regardless. So some people fake the volume, that's fine. What you want to do is find coins that, see this number here? This is the top 10 percentage holders, right? Anything over 25%, 30%, don't even look at it in my opinion. Maybe 25 to 30 is somewhat reasonable. Anything over 30, guys, just dump it. Don't even have a look at it. It means there's too many people at the top with too much supply. You're going to get dumped on very easily, right? So don't even bother looking at it if it's that. And then you've got the bundling as well. So this one up here, Trump Rocket, is 68% bundled. Red flag, absolutely do not get involved in that whatsoever. So that's two key metrics that you want to get out of the way straight away. If there's bundling over, I'd say 15%, definitely just avoid it. Anything less, it's kind of typical, right? People that make the coins are trying to make money themselves. That's fine. So let's take a look at this coin. We know it's a scam. Top 10 holders, 50%, 68% bundled. This is an absolute and utter scam, right? So definitely don't put money into it. Don't get involved in coins like that. So that's a good example to have right off the bat. So the first thing you want to do, once you've got that out of the way, you understand that there's no bundling associated. Take a look at some coins and find one you think has a really good narrative. I saw this one before. We're going to use this as a good example. This is Orange Pepe. Now, the whole Pepe narrative is completely oversaturated, right? That's absolutely fine. With the bonk narrative going on, this whole Orange Pepe maybe being on bonk could be a little bit of a narrative to go off. So what you want to do, guys, Axiom makes this process very easy. You can look here. It shows you guys the social medias that they have. So you can go straight to their X account, 31 members, not really that much. And I believe you can go to their Telegram and other social medias that are set up here. They don't have that set up at the moment. So you can see here, 27.4% top 10 holders. That's pretty much the limit you want, right? So this is right on the cuffs there. So you're kind of grading these coins as you go. So right now I'm thinking, not really. Narrative somewhat hot though. Orange Pepe, everyone loves Pepe. It's a proven narrative. It's a little oversaturated, obviously. People are creating these different coins on Bonk now, and maybe a Pepe on Bonk could go wild, right? So Graph's looking pretty good. It's bounced off this level here. It's found support at this level twice now already. So here and here. I'm not sure it has the volume coming in at the moment. I can't see it. Yeah, there's not much coming in, guys. So this isn't something you'd want to get involved in my opinion, unless you see they have a strong X account, social media presence. I wouldn't touch this, right? So straight off the bat, off again. So what you want to find is narratives that are very, very sticky, funny, hit somewhere emotionally, right? Maybe it's a cute dog and dogs are proven runners. Maybe there's a story behind it. Maybe it's a famous TikTok dog. Maybe it's some recent news that Elon Musk released, right, about the whole Vine thing. Last night, there was so many Vine coins going on. We were talking about it on my free Telegram. John Bonk, maybe there's a narrative behind there. Volume 469,000, lots of volume, right? Let's see what's going on with this coin. So when a chart looks like this, guys, it's pretty much done. It's been extracted, right? It's run up pretty high and it looks like it's gone rogue. So I don't take notice of those either. So Vine AI, this was one made before as well after the Elon Musk tweet, getting a bit of traction back again. Still not much volume, something I wouldn't touch, right? So I've found something which is kind of interesting, guys, right? This looks like something that could run. So we'll swap to the 1 minute chart. This looks quite new, right? Obviously, you've got these dev sold things. Sometimes they're not all too bad, right? If the developer's selling, it's not a good sign majority of the time, but it can also not be too bad if they're looking to redistribute and reinvest into the brand. This looks quite good. 22% top holding. It's right on that cusp again of, yeah, okay, it's not optimal. You definitely want around 10-15% as a top coin in these things. Bundlers, 11%. Not that bad also, right? Not optimal as well, but it's a little bit bundled. These people are trying to make some profit, but this looks like a runner, guys. Look at the volume coming in. This is exactly what you want. Lots of interest. So we are looking at this at 20 something K in market cap. The Chad Cat. What's the narrative behind this? Have a look into it. TikTok link. So I think this is a TikTok kind of trend. Look, it's exploding at the moment. This is something that you got to take a look into, guys. This is something I'd be very, very interested in. How has no one tokenized this yet? The viral TikTok cat called Doodoo. It has 400K followers and 40 million likes in total. The cat has an incredible jaw and looks like a Giga Chad meme. Awesome. Great narrative to go off, guys. I'd get into this for sure. Look at this exploding right now. This is stuff you have to get on top of. Do they have a lot of followers on X at the moment? Potentially not, right? It might have just started, but this is something you take a look at it. Let people know in your chat. This is something I've found. This could absolutely explode. So right now, people are selling off. That's fine. This is expected in these coins. You can't leave every trade just because it went down a percent or 5% or 10%. If you have conviction, guys, you've done your research. Look, not too bad. The top 10 holders, little bit of a bundle. Look, the narrative looks good. I haven't seen this before. Like I said, that post that was just there. How has no one tokenized this yet? I agree, I haven't seen it before. One next point I want to reiterate, guys, being early is everything. The difference between you buying in at 20K market cap on this coin, say if we do get an entry there, and buying in at 32K market cap is absolutely everything. It doesn't seem like it, guys. It is absolutely enormous. The gains is so much different. So for example, if you got in at 20K here when it dropped here at this wick and you bought in at 20K, by the time this goes to 30K again, you've already 1.5 times your money. So you can take your initials out and have half of your money riding for free, right? This is the type of game we play with these coins. We want to cash out very, very selfishly, guys. This is something people won't talk to you about in the crypto space. You cash out selfishly. Your priority is your money. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. It doesn't matter what token it is. Your priority is taking care of your money. What I'm going to talk to you guys about right now is Dowge. We did see Dowge run up massively and people kept telling me, stop telling everyone to take profit, blah, blah, blah. You're wrong, because we kept going up. Oh, we kept going up, man. Eventually that euphoric run ends. And my experience in crypto is that once something has such a euphoric run, it runs up super, super hard, super aggressively without barely any resistance. It's insane. It's cool, right? Just be prepared for the move down. So if you're somebody who bought low, and we talked about this in other videos as well, you bought low down here, you're sitting on a 5, 6, 10x, don't know what it is, right? It's not important. Take some profit. You are going to absolutely love yourself for locking in some profit. And this comes from experience in the crypto markets, guys. Everyone's made this mistake before. If you are new to the market, don't make the mistake before you find out why. Just take profits, lock it in. There you go. you would have taken profits around these sections here, and now we're sitting down here. And maybe you can reinvest, right? If you really like the project, that's fine. But this is Doge, very, very hot cryptocurrency at the moment. Might be a good DCA opportunity, but regardless. Guys, I want to talk to you about one thing very, very quickly. We have a trader in my group, my Telegram group, who is very seasoned now. He's a little bit of a veteran. He hasn't been around for too long, but he's great at spotting meme coins now very, very early. This was posted in our group at 200K in market cap. Absolutely insane. I'll pop up the proof for you guys here now. I said to him, I'm like, wow, that was a good find. I literally missed this because I was having lunch, right? I was eating my lunch. I was like, look, what can happen in 20 minutes, right? Well, apparently a lot can happen. A coin can go 10, 15x in 20 minutes and I miss out. And I told the guys in the group chat, I think this is going to 10 mil. This was an insane runner. He called it at 200K market cap. Crazy stuff there. Guys, this is the type of stuff that's happening behind the scenes. And if you're really good at picking these coins, you truly can make a lot of money, guys. One SOL now at 200K market cap would now be worth 21 SOL. So that's effectively what, $200 into like $4,000, assuming SOL is $200. I think it came down recently. Such an insane call. One of our favorite traders in the group. Shout out to D. What I was going to say, guys, is getting involved in groups is one of the most important things you can do as well. That's why I always talk about my Telegram group, guys. A lot of people have learned there how to make money, how to get better at crypto trading. And I'm not just specifically talking about my group. You can get involved in whoever's group you want. That's absolutely fine. I'm just telling you guys, it's so much easier to do it as a group, and you'll realize how much there is out there to learn. Even if you're better than some of the people in the group and you know more than other people, you can even learn from people that don't know as much as you. It's very interesting, right? So getting involved in X as well and following some meme coin traders on there, you can find them. I'll be linking some things in the description down below. People you can follow, right? The most important thing is volume and narrative in these coins. Volume and narrative, and experience is invaluable, guys. If you're going to get good at meme coin trading, you have to be able to do this yourself and keep on trying at it and get better at it. And the reason why this is so easy to get good at, in a sense, is because, guys, when you're first starting, don't be chucking 1 SOL, 2 SOL, 5 SOL into everything. Start playing with tiny, tiny amounts. Like, I'm talking minimal. You can put maybe 0.05 SOL, 0.01 SOL, whatever it is, guys, and just see how profitable you are over time. Are you good at choosing runners? Are you good at doing this? What's your best method? Find what works for you. Maybe you can move these filters along. I'm just going to try and finish this final section of this video nice and quick. And if you have any other questions, just join my Telegram. So final stretch, like I said, it's coins that have picked up really good runs and they're almost at that point where they're going to explode. Like we see Orange Pepe there. As you can tell, on average, these usually have better narratives than these ones, right? A lot of this is junk on the left. Migrated on the right, like I said, you can find coins that can go as well as AWR and everything like that. So NFT here, quite a funny thing. Obviously, it's talking about non-fungible tokens. Obviously, names referring to NFT, non-fungible token. Everyone knows what an NFT is in this space, but obviously it's about being techless, right? So it's kind of funny. Baby Annie Grok Companion. We did see that whole Grok Companion narrative come out. So it's very important you're active in the space and you know what's very hot at the moment. Like still, the whole bonk narrative is still going on. Look at this, Baby Momo. Very hot narrative, Momo at the moment, devs sold. Top 10 holders, 30%, wouldn't personally touch it straight away. That's just me. Is this going to run? Could this run a lot higher? And maybe those top 10 holders will let it run? Yes, but eventually you're going to get dumped on. Momo's hot right now. Baby Momo's a good narrative. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Very, very easy stuff. So when you make money on trades, right, you have to selfishly take profits, guys. And this is what I tell people all the time. It's about your balance first and foremost. And that's what you need to worry about. So as we see here, guys, this is a very good example, to be honest. This doo-doo one we were talking about, that whole narrative with the cat, it has dumped down to 15K. Now, me personally, I think this is a strong enough narrative to bounce back and do better. So I'd average my price out and buy at these levels here. I think it's going to pump up. And you have to have conviction in your plays, guys. What I want to say is you can't just leave your trade because you saw this red candle just dump. You can't just do that, guys, unless you're confident it's going to rug. Don't just leave your trade because it dumped, right? That's one thing I want to reiterate as well, because there's going to be so many times you leave a trade that you're confident in just because it dumped and now it's going to research. And who knows, guys, by the time I check this again, could be back at 30K, it could be 50K, or it could be in the dumps, right? So very, very good example there. I'm glad I had that big red candle because I think this is still a good buy, right? I think this is a good trench runner. For other information about how to use Axiom, I already made a video talking about how to buy and everything, like here on the right, talking about the token info more in depth in the other video. So that's a lot longer. And if you guys are interested in that, I'll leave it in the description down below. Like I said, if you have any other questions, please join my free Telegram group. You don't have to join the Discord. Join my free Telegram group. It doesn't cost you anything and you can chat with everyone there. I'm always active there. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.